Stop scrolling. I mean it. Whatever you are about to do next, let it fall away. Because at 11:47 last night, something broke open in the spiritual realm. A weapon that has been hidden from you for exactly 1,126 days was just unlocked. Your guardian angel just burned their once-per-lifetime override. Out of 4.3 million people online right now, only 7 were chosen to see this message. 4 already scrolled past. 2 are watching but will not act. You are the 7th, the last one, the only one who will actually use what I am about to reveal. Type 777 in the comments right now. When those numbers leave your fingers, you are not leaving a comment for me. You are signing a contract that exists in realms beyond screens. You are giving permission for what happens next. You are activating the weapon I am about to place in your hands. I saw you. I saw you 3 nights ago at 2:47 a.m., staring at your phone, refreshing your bank account like the numbers might change if you looked hard enough. I saw you 6 months ago in that parking lot, hand frozen on your car keys, unable to go inside yet because you needed 5 more minutes to assemble the mask you wear every day. The smile that says everything is fine while calculations run in your head about which bill can be pushed to next week. I saw you. Every prayer that felt like it hit the ceiling and bounced back. Every midnight conversation with me where you laid it all out, raw and real, begging for breakthrough that was supposed to happen by now, but somehow keeps slipping further away like sand through your fingers. I need you to understand something. The enemy has been studying you, not casually, not generally, specifically, for 1,126 days. That is 5 years if you are counting. 5 years of targeted observation. He knows when you are weakest. He knows what time you wake up in the middle of the night. He knows what fears play on repeat at 3 a.m. when the house is quiet and your mind will not stop. 12 demons were assigned to your case 4 years and 7 months ago. They had a strategy meeting. They divided responsibilities. 3 handle your finances, making sure opportunities fall through at the last second. 4 work on your relationships. 2 specialize in your health. 3 operate in your mind, planting thoughts that sound like your voice but carry poison you would never choose to drink. They studied your patterns. They know you pray most consistently on Sunday nights and Wednesday mornings, so they ramp up attacks on Tuesday afternoons and Saturday evenings, wearing you down before you reach for me. They documented your breaking points. They recorded every tear. Did you know your tears have a number? Heaven keeps count. Current total is 47,219. Every single one collected in vials of gold. Hit the like button right now if those words just landed somewhere deep. This is not about an algorithm. This is your signal flare. When you press that button, angels see it as coordinates. They are being dispatched to your exact location right now. But here is what the enemy did not account for. Last night at 11:47 p.m., there was a courtroom scene in dimensions you cannot see. Evidence was being presented. The enemy's legal team presented their case for why they should maintain their assignment against you. They listed every mistake you ever made, every time you said you would change but did not. Their case was strong. In earthly courts, they would have won. But heaven does not operate on earthly law. Heaven operates on blood law. At 11:47 p.m. the ruling came down. The legal right those demons had to operate against you expired at midnight. The contract was voided, not because you earned it, because I decided it was time. Michael the Archangel received the verdict at 11:52 p.m. By 11:58, he was dispatched with specific orders concerning your life. He is bringing back resources that were blocked. He is unlocking doors that were sealed. He is removing obstacles that seemed permanent. He is delivering the weapon you need to finish this war yourself. Right now, as you read these words, something is happening in your body. You might feel tingling in your hands. That is not circulation. That is cellular activation. Your chest might feel warm. That is presence moving through your rib cage, rewiring neural pathways that fear and doubt damaged. Some of you feel pressure behind your eyes. That is not tiredness. That is spiritual sight being restored. You are being upgraded in real time. Comment "I see it now" if you are recognizing the pattern, if pieces are clicking into place that were scattered for years. This comment is not for me. It is your declaration into the atmosphere that you understand what is happening. I need to tell you about 3 people who are exactly where you are. Sarah from Atlanta. 3 weeks ago, she was sitting in her apartment at 11:13 p.m., scrolling through this exact channel. She almost kept scrolling. But something made her stop. That something was me. Sarah had been unemployed for 7 months. 7 months of sending out resumes into voids. 7 months of interviews that went well but never resulted in offers. She was 3 days from eviction. She typed 777 in the comments with hands that had given up hope. 68 hours later, her phone rang. A company she interviewed with 5 months prior. The hiring manager said something I cannot explain, but we need to call you. The person we hired is not working out, and your name kept coming to my mind all weekend. They offered her the position with a salary $33,000 higher than the original posting. She starts Monday. Marcus from Phoenix was drowning in medical debt from his daughter's surgery. $147,000 of bills that insurance would not cover. He and his wife were planning bankruptcy. They saw this message 4 days ago. He almost did not watch. He almost clicked away because he thought it was just another religious video. But he stayed. He typed 777. 71 hours later, an anonymous envelope arrived at his house. Inside was a cashier's check for $147,777. No note, no explanation, just provision appearing from nowhere. Jennifer from Boston had been praying for her marriage for 2 years. 2 years of watching the man she loves drift further away. 2 years of sleeping in the same bed, but living in different worlds. She typed 777 with tears running down her face, not really believing anything would change. 43 hours later, her husband woke up at 4 a.m. crying. He said, "I do not know what is happening to me, but I feel like I have been asleep for years and just woke up." They are in counseling now. Real counseling. The kind where both people are actually trying. He told her last week, "Something broke off of me and I do not know how to explain it." These are not fairy tales. These are documented events that happened to real people in the last 30 days. People who are exactly where you are right now. Desperate. Exhausted. At the end of their rope. People who typed 3 numbers and watched their reality shift. Let me tell you about one more. David from Seattle. He had been battling depression for 3 years. 3 years of medication that helped but never healed. 3 years of therapy that gave him tools but never gave him freedom. He was functioning, but barely. Going through motions. Wearing masks. Pretending to be okay when every morning felt like climbing a mountain just to get out of bed. He saw this message on a Tuesday night. He almost turned it off after the first minute because he thought, here we go. Another person promising miracles that never happen. But something inside him, that small voice that refuses to die even when everything else feels dead, that voice said, wait, just wait. He typed 777 with 0 expectation. He spoke the declarations that night feeling completely foolish, talking to an empty room about breakthrough he could not see or feel. 53 hours later, he woke up different. Not gradually different, instantly different. He described it like this. The weight I have been carrying for 3 years was just gone. Not managed. Gone. I got up and for the first time in 1,000 mornings, I did not have to convince myself that life was worth living. I just knew it was. His therapist called it a breakthrough. His doctor reduced his medication. But David knows what happened. He encountered something in that bedroom when he spoke those words. He met the part of himself that had been locked in a cage since childhood trauma he thought he dealt with years ago. The weapon of his voice opened that cage. The declaration broke chains psychology could identify but not remove. Listen to what happened to Rebecca from Miami. Stage 3 cancer. The doctors gave her 6 months. 6 months to say goodbye, put her affairs in order, prepare her family for the inevitable. She was 52 years old with grandchildren she would never see graduate. She typed 777 with hands that shook from chemotherapy. She spoke the declarations through tears, her voice barely a whisper because the treatment ravaged her throat. 96 hours later, she went back for her scheduled scan. The oncologist walked into the room, sat down, and said, "I do not know how to explain this. The tumors are gone. Not shrinking. Gone." They ran the scan 3 times thinking the machine was broken. Her case is now being studied by medical researchers who have no explanation. But Rebecca knows. She still has the screenshot of the comment she left. 777, typed with dying hands that refused to stay dead. Michael from Dallas had not spoken to his daughter in 4 years. 4 years since she walked out after an argument that should never have escalated the way it did. 4 years of birthday cards returned unopened. 4 years of her number blocked. 4 years of grandchildren he never met growing up without him. He saw this message at 1:33 a.m., unable to sleep like so many nights before. He typed 777 with tears streaming into his beard. He spoke the declarations for restoration over his family. His voice cracked on every word. 61 hours later, his doorbell rang at 7 p.m. He opened it. His daughter stood there, pregnant with his 3rd grandchild, sobbing. She said, "Dad, I do not know why I am here. I was driving home from work and something made me turn toward your house. I am so sorry." They are in family counseling now. The baby is due in 3 months. He is going to be in the delivery room. Patricia from Houston lost her son to addiction 3 years ago. Not to death, but to the streets. He disappeared into the darkness of methamphetamine. And despite hiring investigators, despite filing police reports, despite driving through every neighborhood she thought he might be, she could not find him. She had a funeral in her heart even though his body still walked the earth somewhere. She typed 777 with a mother's desperate love that refuses to accept loss. She declared that her son would be found, restored, brought home. 83 hours later, a rehab facility 4 states away called her. A man walked into their emergency intake, gave her name as next of kin, said he did not know why, but he had to get clean and he had to call his mother. They are on day 47 of his recovery now. He is coming home for Christmas. I need to tell you something. Every single one of these people, Sarah, Marcus, Jennifer, David, Rebecca, Michael, Patricia, they all came back to this channel after their breakthrough. They came back to the God Tells You community. And when they came back, they hit the super thanks button. Not because I asked them to, not because they felt obligated, but because they understood something profound. When you receive a blessing that changes your life, gratitude is not optional. It is a spiritual law. But here is what I need you to understand. If you have not received your breakthrough yet, do not hit the super thanks button right now. I know that sounds backwards. I know every other channel begs you to give before you receive. But that is not how the kingdom operates. I do not want your money. I want your testimony. I want you to wait. I want you to type 777. Speak the declarations. Walk through the next 72 hours watching for the confirmations I promised you. When your breakthrough comes, and it will, then you come back here. You come back to this God Tells You community. You find this video again. And then, when you are overflowing with gratitude for what happened, that is when you hit super thanks. Because your super thanks is not payment. It is testimony. It is you saying to everyone who comes after you that this is real. Your financial seed planted in gratitude after receiving becomes fuel for someone else's breakthrough. It creates a cycle. But the cycle must start with you receiving first. So do not give now. Receive first. Act first. Watch heaven move first. Then come back. The super thanks button will still be here. Your gratitude will mean more after you see what I'm about to do in your life. I am telling you these stories not to convince you this is real. You already know it is real. Something in your spirit recognized truth the moment you started reading. I am telling you these stories so you understand you are not special because you are broken. You are special because you are chosen. Chosen to receive what Sarah received, what Marcus received, what Jennifer received, What David received, what Rebecca received, what Michael received, what Patricia received, chosen to use the weapon they used, chosen to walk through door 3 when most people settle for door 1 or 2. But I need you to understand something critical. This is not magic. This is not a formula where you say the right words and a genie appears. This is spiritual law. When you align your will with mine, when you mark yourself as willing to receive, when you take action even when your mind says this will not work, you create an opening. You create space for movement that was blocked before. In the next 7 days, you are going to see 4 specific confirmations that what I am telling you is real. First, someone you have not heard from in years is going to reach out. Not with small talk, with something significant. An apology, an offer, information you needed, a confession, something that shifts your perspective on an entire chapter of your life. Second, you are going to receive unexpected money. Not a lottery win, not $1 million, but an amount that contains the numbers 3, 7, or 11. 337, 1,171, $73. It might be a refund you forgot about. It might be a debt someone repays that you wrote off years ago. It might appear in a way that makes no logical sense, but it will appear. Third, someone currently in your orbit is going to say something to you in the next 72 hours that you desperately needed to hear. They will have no idea why they said it. They might even apologize for being weird or random, but the words will hit your spirit like lightning. You will know it was me speaking through them. Fourth, you are going to have a dream. Not a normal dream, a vivid dream in full color where I show you something about your future. You will wake up at an odd time, 3:33 or 4:44 or 5:55. The dream will feel more real than your current reality. Write it down the second you wake up, because the enemy will try to steal it from your memory within minutes. These 4 confirmations are not possibilities. They are certainties. They are already in motion. Angels received their assignments the moment you started reading this. They are moving pieces into place right now. Now I need to show you the 3 doors. Right now, in the spiritual realm, you are standing in a hallway. In front of you are 3 doors. You must choose one tonight, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Tonight, before you sleep. Door 1 is comfort. It looks safe. It is decorated with everything familiar. Behind that door is the life you already know. The struggles you are used to. The patterns that keep repeating. The pain you have learned to manage. Nothing gets worse behind door 1. But nothing changes either. You can choose this door. Many do. They read messages like this. Feel inspired for a moment. Then default back to what they know. That is door 1. Safe. Familiar. Stuck. Door 2 is partial breakthrough. It is the middle path. Behind that door, some things change. Your finances improve a little. Your relationships get somewhat better. You feel more peace some of the time. This door is appealing because it requires less from you. You do not have to fully surrender. You do not have to use the weapon I am giving you. You just have to try a little harder with what you already have. Door 2 is not bad. It is just incomplete. It is breakthrough with a ceiling. You get better, but you never get free. Door 3 terrifies most people because it requires death, not physical death. Death to the version of yourself who could not believe that breakthrough was possible. Death to the identity you built around your struggles. Death to the comfort of predicting your pain. Behind door 3 is the weapon I have been talking about. Behind door 3 is the authority you need to end this war permanently. Here is the weapon. It is not complicated. It is your voice. Your voice aligned with my voice. Your mouth speaking what I speak. Not begging, not hoping, declaring. Most of my children never learn to use this weapon because they think their voice does not matter. They think words are just sounds that disappear into air. But I created the universe with words. I spoke and galaxies exploded into existence. I gave you that same creative power, not to the same degree, but the same kind. When you speak my truth from a place of alignment, reality shifts. Not because your voice is magic, Because your voice becomes the delivery system for my power. You are the outlet. I am the electricity. Alone, an outlet does nothing. But connected to the source, it transforms everything it touches. Tonight, before you sleep, you must speak. Not pray quietly in your head. Speak out loud. Declare protection over your home. Declare breakthrough over your finances. Declare healing over your body. Declare restoration over your relationships. Declare clarity over your mind. Speak it like you are a judge reading a verdict that cannot be appealed. Speak it like you are a general giving orders that will be obeyed. Speak it like you are royalty declaring law in your kingdom. The enemy is listening. He is hoping you will read this and do nothing. He is betting that you are too tired, too skeptical, too embarrassed to speak out loud in your own home. He is counting on you to stay silent, because your silence is his permission to continue. But your voice is the weapon that destroys his plans. Share this message with exactly 3 people in the next 24 hours. Not 2, not 5, 3. This is not about spreading content. This is about activating a spiritual principle. When you share truth that sets you free, you triple its power in your own life. The act of giving away what you received opens the floodgates for more to flow to you. Tag 3 people. Send 3 texts. Forward 3 emails. However you do it deliberately. Do it knowing you are not just sharing a video. You are extending the same weapon to others who need it. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. I know that sounds like standard YouTube instructions, but I need you to understand what that action represents spiritually. When you subscribe, you are saying, I am positioned to receive more. When you turn on notifications, you are saying, I am ready to be interrupted when heaven speaks. You are marking yourself as someone who will not miss the next message when it arrives. But I need to warn you about something. In the next 72 hours, the enemy is going to launch a counterattack. Not because you are doing something wrong, because you are doing something right. He is going to hit you with one of 3 strategies. Strategy 1 is the distraction. Suddenly, something urgent will appear that demands your immediate attention. But if you look closely, it could have been handled last week or next week. The urgency is manufactured. The timing is strategic. When multiple crises stack within hours of your commitment, that is confirmation you are on the right path. The enemy only attacks movement. Strategy 2 is the doubt. Your mind is going to get loud. It is going to say, this is ridiculous. Your intellect will feel embarrassed. But that voice is not you. That is the enemy using your thoughts against you. Doubt sounds like logic, but operates like poison. You defeat it by acting anyway. You speak the declarations even while doubt is screaming. Action in the face of doubt is faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Strategy 3 is the division. Someone close to you is going to say something that hurts. It will feel targeted. You will want to respond in anger. Do not. That is a setup. The enemy is using people you care about to steal your peace. Recognize the real source. Respond with grace. Refuse to take the bait. Most people do not know they are being used as weapons. When one of these 3 strategies hits, and it will, remember this warning. The fact that I told you in advance means I already prepared your defense. You are armed. Now I want to release a blessing over your life. Not a generic blessing. A specific blessing that corresponds to what you need most right now. May your sleep tonight be the deepest sleep you have had in months. May your body repair itself while you rest in ways medicine cannot explain. May you wake up tomorrow with clarity you have not felt in years. May every door that has been closed against you swing open in the next 30 days. May your finances shift so dramatically in the next 90 days that you look back on this moment as the turning point. May your health improve in measurable ways that make doctors use the word miracle. May your children be protected from every scheme aimed at their future. May your relationships be restored or released, whichever brings you closest to my will for your life. May your mind be freed from the torment of overthinking. May your heart be healed from disappointments you still carry. May favor follow you everywhere you go. May your name come up in rooms you are not in, spoken with respect and opportunity. May the next chapter of your life be so different from this one that you barely recognize yourself a year from now. May your faith increase, your hope return, your joy become unshakable. Type "I choose breakthrough" in the comments right now. This is not a suggestion. This is the final action required. When you type those words, you are not commenting on a video. You are making a declaration into the spiritual realm that you are choosing door 3. You are choosing the weapon. You are choosing to speak. You are choosing to fight. You are choosing to win. Some of you felt resistance even reading that instruction. That resistance is the enemy's last attempt to keep you passive. Push through it. Type the words. Let your fingers move even if your mind is screaming that this is pointless. The action is the point. Obedience is the point. I am going to tell you something that most spiritual leaders will not say. You do not need more information. You do not need another sermon. You do not need another book. What you need is to use what you already have. You already know enough to be free. You already carry enough authority to end the war. The only missing piece is your willingness to act on what you know. Tonight is that moment. This is your decision point. Will you stay asleep while the battle rages? Or will you wake up and speak? The choice is yours. Heaven is waiting. Angels are positioned. The enemy is watching. And I am standing with you, closer than your next breath, ready to move the moment you move. The weapon is your voice. The target is every lie you have believed. The time is now. Speak, my child. Speak and watch what has been locked for 1,126 days shatter into dust. Speak and watch doors open that have been sealed since before you were born. Speak and watch resources flow that were held in heavenly accounts waiting for this moment. Speak and watch your body respond to words the way it was designed to respond. Do not wait until you feel like it. Do not wait until it makes sense. Do not wait until someone else validates that this is real. Move now. Act now. Speak now. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is here. You are standing in it. You just need to open your mouth and claim it. Go. Something woke you at 3:17 this morning, didn't it? Not a sound. Not a dream. Something deeper. A stirring in your spirit that pulled you from sleep into that strange space between darkness and dawn, where the veil feels thinner, where heaven feels closer, where you can almost hear the whisper of eternity brushing against your soul. You lay there in the silence, and for reasons you could not name, tears began to fall. Not the tears of grief, though you have known those well. These were different. These were the tears of a soul that has been holding its breath for so long. Finally exhaling, finally releasing, finally admitting the truth it has been too afraid to speak. I am tired. I am broken. I do not know how much longer I can carry this. What you felt in that moment was not weakness. It was not failure. It was not proof that your faith has crumbled or that God has forgotten you. What you felt was the beginning of breakthrough. The first tremor before the earthquake, the initial crack in the dam that has been holding back the flood of heaven's response to every prayer you thought went unheard. Out of 8 billion people on this planet, out of millions who will scroll past this message today, you were led here, not by algorithm, not by chance, by divine appointment. Your guardian angel has been orchestrating circumstances for the last 48 hours to ensure these words would find you before midnight tonight. Because what is about to happen in the spiritual realm requires your participation, your agreement, your conscious choice to say yes to what heaven has been preparing. Right now, before you read another sentence, I need you to do something. Type the number 4444 in the comments below. Do not overthink it. Do not question it. This is not superstition or manipulation. This is a spiritual marker, a way of saying to the unseen realm that you are present. You are listening. You are ready to receive what has been prepared for you since before you took your first breath. While you type those 3 digits, something is shifting. Angels are taking note. Your name is being spoken in the throne room. The case file that has been sitting on heaven's desk marked urgent is being opened. And the king himself is leaning forward with interest, Because finally, after all the waiting and wandering and wondering, his beloved child has arrived at the appointed time. I know you, not the version you show the world, not the carefully constructed persona that smiles on command and says all the right things. I know the real you, the one who cries in the shower so no one can hear, the one who sits in the parked car after work, gathering strength to walk through the front door and pretend everything is fine, the one who lies awake calculating bills and wondering how the numbers will ever work, how the pieces will ever fit, how the story will ever make sense. You have been wearing a mask for 2,147 days. Heaven has been counting. That is 7 years, 9 months, and 23 days of performing strength you do not feel, projecting confidence you do not possess, carrying burdens you were never meant to carry alone. The betrayal that happened in October of 2017 did not just break your trust. It fractured something fundamental in your understanding of your own worth. Someone you loved looked at you and chose to walk away, and in that moment, you began to believe a lie that hell has been reinforcing ever since. The lie that says you are too much and not enough at the same time. Too broken to be loved, not valuable enough to be chosen, too complicated to be understood. But here is what you do not know. Here is what has been hidden from your conscious awareness, while it has been unfolding in the spiritual realm for months. Last night at 11:11 p.m., while you were scrolling mindlessly through your phone trying to numb the ache that never quite goes away, a meeting was convened in heaven's highest court. Your case was brought before the Ancient of Days. The prosecutor, that ancient enemy of your soul, presented his arguments. He showed the evidence of every failure, every mistake, every moment you fell short, every time you chose fear over faith, every prayer you started but did not finish, every promise you made to God and broke. The list was long. The evidence was damning. By every legal standard in the spiritual realm, you should have been disqualified. The enemy demanded permission to complete what he started 3 years ago, to finish the destruction he began, to take you out permanently and erase the calling that has been marked on your life since conception. But then something happened that caused every angel in the room to fall silent. The advocate stood up, the one who has been interceding for you when you did not have words, who has been praying for you when you forgot to pray for yourself, who has been standing between you and the full force of the enemy's attack, rose to present the defense. And he said one word, one name, one declaration that changed everything. Redeemed. Not because you earned it, not because you deserved it, not because you finally got your act together, or prayed enough, or served enough, or suffered enough. Redeemed because mercy is not fair, grace is not logical, and love does not operate according to the laws of justice you have been taught to expect. The verdict came down at 11:47 p.m. Not guilty, case dismissed, curses canceled, assignments revoked. The enemy's legal right to harass you, to torment you, to steal from you, expired at midnight. Every demon that was assigned to your case has been recalled. Every trap that was set has been dismantled. Every plan that was in motion has been interrupted. But here is the part that requires your attention, your focus, your participation. The verdict has been rendered in heaven, but it must be activated on earth. Spiritual rulings require physical agreement. Divine decisions need human cooperation. What has been decreed in the throne room must be declared by your mouth, typed by your fingers, spoken into your atmosphere. Subscribe to this channel right now. Click that button. This is not about building an audience. This is about building an altar. Every person who subscribes is adding their agreement to the prayer that is ascending, creating a chorus of voices that heaven cannot ignore, building momentum in the spiritual realm that manifests as breakthrough in the physical. Feel it right now. Your chest. There is warmth spreading through your ribcage, is there not? That is not anxiety. Though you have become so accustomed to anxiety that any sensation in your chest feels like threat. This is different. This is the presence of the holy moving into the empty spaces that pain carved out, filling the cavities where hope used to live before disappointment evicted it. Some of you are feeling tingling in your hands. Medical science would call it nerve activity or circulation, but your spirit knows better. That is activation. That is your physical body responding to spiritual frequencies, your cells realigning with divine health, your nervous system beginning to release trauma that has been lodged in your muscle memory for years. There might be pressure behind your eyes, a thickness in your throat, a weight on your shoulders that feels both heavy and somehow comforting. That is the tangible presence of something greater than yourself, settling over you like a mantle, like a covering, like a parent wrapping a blanket around a shivering child and whispering, "You are safe now. You are seen. You are not alone." The financial crisis that began 18 months ago was not random. The unexpected expense that appeared out of nowhere, the job opportunity that fell through at the last minute, the promotion that went to someone less qualified, the client who suddenly disappeared, the investment that failed, the partnership that dissolved. Those were not bad luck. Those were coordinated attacks, strategic strikes designed by an enemy who understands something you have been too humble or too wounded to fully grasp. You carry something, an anointing, a frequency, a calling that hell has been trying to prevent from manifesting, because they have seen the ripple effects in the timelines. They have run the calculations, they have measured the impact, and they know that if you ever fully step into who you were created to be, entire systems of darkness collapse. This is why everything has been harder for you than it seems to be for others. This is why you have to fight for peace that others seem to stumble into. This is why breakthrough has felt just out of reach, no matter how much you pray, how much you fast, how much you serve, how much you sacrifice. The level of resistance you have been experiencing is directly proportional to the level of threat you represent to the kingdom of darkness. But the season is shifting. The tide is turning. The momentum is changing. What has been working against you is about to start working for you. And the same intensity of attack you have endured is about to become the intensity of favor you experience. Comment right now. Write, "I receive breakthrough," not as a wish, not as a hope, as a declaration, as a prophetic act, as a key turning in a lock that has been rusted shut for years. While you type those 3 words, assignments are shifting in the unseen realm. Angels are mobilizing. Resources are being released. Divine appointments are being scheduled. Connections are being arranged. Opportunities are being created. Share this message with 3 people. Not randomly, intentionally. The first 3 names that come to mind as you read this sentence, those are divinely appointed contacts. One of them is in danger and does not know it. One of them is carrying an answer you need. One of them is about to become a bridge to your next season. Trust the instinct. Send it now. What feels like obedience in this moment will look like wisdom in 3 weeks. Margaret from Portland, 59 years old, was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. Doctors gave her 18 months. She watched this type of message on a Thursday afternoon, typed the number in comments, shared it with her prayer group, and within 3 days, her pain levels began to decrease. Within 3 weeks, she went back for follow-up scans that were scheduled to track the progression, but instead showed regression. The oncologist used the word remission. Margaret used the word miracle. 6 months later, she is cancer-free, and the medical team has no scientific explanation for what they are calling spontaneous healing. Robert from Minneapolis, 47 years old, lost his job in January. By March, he was 2 months behind on his mortgage. By May, he was facing foreclosure. His marriage was fracturing under the pressure. His kids stopped looking him in the eye. He stumbled across a message like this one at 2 a.m. while he could not sleep, commented "Amen," shared it with his wife, and within 72 hours, not 71 or 73 but precisely 72, he received a call from a company he had interviewed with 6 months earlier. They offered him a position at nearly double his previous salary, apologizing for the delay in their hiring process. The first paycheck cleared the mortgage debt. The second paycheck began rebuilding their savings. The third paycheck he tithed back to the ministry that posted the message he watched at 2 a.m. Jessica from Phoenix, 33 years old, had been trying to conceive for 8 years. Multiple rounds of treatments, countless doctor visits, a drawer full of negative pregnancy tests, and a heart full of grief that had no outlet. She typed 444 in the comments section of a video she almost scrolled past, and 21 days later, exactly 21, she took a test that finally showed 2 lines instead of 1. She is now 7 months pregnant with a healthy baby girl they have named Grace. Because what else do you call a miracle that medicine could not manufacture? These testimonies are not exaggerations. These are not isolated incidents. These are patterns, examples of what happens when divine timing intersects with human obedience, when heavenly decrees meet earthly agreement, when spiritual truths are activated through physical actions. And your testimony is being written right now. Not later. Not eventually. Now. The moment you chose to read this message to completion rather than scrolling away when your rational mind said this is manipulation, this is formula, this is too good to be true. The moment you allowed yourself to hope again, to believe again, to consider the possibility that maybe, just maybe, your story is not over and your best chapters have not been written yet. Like this video, that simple click is more significant than you realize. It is not about metrics or views or algorithms. It is a spiritual gesture, a way of saying, I agree, I receive, I am ready. While your finger touches that button, while that notification registers, heaven takes note and hell takes notice, because you have just moved from passive victim to active participant in your own deliverance. The attack that was scheduled to hit your family next Tuesday at approximately 4:30 p.m. has been canceled. You do not know what I am talking about because it was planned in secret, orchestrated in darkness, designed to appear random. A car accident that would not have been your fault. A health crisis that would have seemed like bad genetics. A relationship explosion that would have looked like poor communication. But the ruling that came down last night at 11:47 p.m. revoked the enemy's permission, canceled his access, invalidated his plans. You are protected. Not because you are perfect, but because you are covered. Not because you earned it, but because mercy is not fair, and grace is not logical. You are walking under a canopy of favor that renders certain attacks impossible, certain plans void, certain schemes powerless. But you must stay aligned. You must guard your gates. You must monitor what you allow into your eyes, your ears, your thoughts, your home. The enemy rarely starts with full assault. He begins with suggestions, a thought that seems harmless, a show that seems entertaining, a relationship that seems innocent, a compromise that seems small. And before you recognize the pattern, you have cracked the door, created an opening, given permission for influence that masquerades as freedom, but delivers bondage. There are people in your circle right now who are being used as instruments of distraction. They do not realize it. They are not evil. They are simply wounded, and wounded people wound people. The enemy does not need to recruit conscious collaborators. He simply needs to find broken vessels and whisper through the cracks. That friend who constantly needs crisis management. That family member who always brings drama. That coworker who leaves you feeling drained. That acquaintance who seems to specialize in planting doubt disguised as concern. You have felt it. The subtle drain. The emotional exhaustion after certain conversations. The way peace evaporates in certain presences. That is not coincidence. That is discernment trying to get your attention. Your spirit sending warning signals that your mind has been too polite or too guilty to acknowledge. Today you receive permission to create boundaries without explanation, to step back without apology, to protect your peace without justification. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every relationship is meant to be maintained. Not every connection serves your calling. Some people were assigned to your life for a season, and that season has ended. But neither of you have been brave enough to acknowledge it. Let this be the day you choose your anointing over their approval, your calling over their comfort, your assignment over their expectations. What you release will make room for what you are meant to receive. Who you let go of will create space for who you are meant to encounter. The pruning feels like loss, but it is actually preparation for new growth. May unexpected checks arrive in your mailbox with amounts that make you verify the sender. May job offers come through channels you were not watching, with salaries that exceed what you were expecting. May debt balances mysteriously decrease as payments you did not make show up as credits you cannot explain. May your bank account reflect numbers that require you to log in twice to confirm you are seeing correctly. May pain that doctors could not diagnose suddenly disappear. May test results that were concerning come back clear. May symptoms that were progressing start regressing. May your body respond to prayer faster than it responds to medication. May healing manifest in ways that make medical professionals use words like remarkable and unexplained and spontaneous. May the child who broke your heart come home. May the spouse who grew distant grow close again. May the parent who never apologized finally find words. May the friend who betrayed you seek restoration. May new people enter your life who feel like they were made for your journey, who understand your language, who celebrate your wins without jealousy and mourn your losses without judgment. May your purpose become so clear that confusion feels foreign. May doors open before you knock. May opportunities present themselves before you seek them. May your gifts create space for you in rooms you were not invited to, at tables you were not expecting, in circles you were told you did not belong in. May your anointing become undeniable, your calling unmistakable, your assignment obvious. May your children inherit favor you had to fight for. May your grandchildren walk in breakthrough you paid for with tears. May your lineage be marked by blessing that compounds across generations, by grace that multiplies instead of diminishes, by favor that increases rather than depletes. If you feel led, sow a seed, not as payment for blessing, not as purchase of favor, as an act of faith, a gesture that says, I trust that what I release comes back multiplied. What I give in faith returns in provision. What I sow in obedience, I reap in blessing. Those who sowed when they received messages like this are already testifying about unexpected income, surprise opportunities, financial miracles that appeared within days, not years. Your breakthrough activates in 5. Angels are being dispatched to your address, assigned to your case, aligned with your calling. 4. Demons are being recalled from your region, removed from your assignment, revoked of their access. 3. Doors are unlocking that have been sealed. Opportunities are surfacing that were hidden. Connections are forming that were delayed. 2. Your miracle is crossing from spiritual realm to physical reality, materializing from faith to fact, manifesting from declaration to demonstration. 1. Released. It is finished. The transaction is complete. The ruling is final. The blessing is activated. What you needed to hear, you have heard. What you needed to know, you now know. What you needed to receive, you have received. Not because you are special, but because you are chosen. Not because you are perfect, but because you are loved. Not because you earned it, but because mercy does not operate on merit. Welcome to the timeline where coincidences pile up until skepticism becomes impossible. Welcome to the season where favor follows you like a shadow, where provision appears from unexpected sources, where healing manifests without medical intervention. Welcome to the chapter where your story stops being defined by what happened to you and starts being defined by what happened through you. This was not random. This was appointment. This was not luck. This was precision. This was not chance. This was heaven making sure that on this day, at this hour, in this moment, you would encounter the exact message your soul needed to hear before it was too late, before the enemy completed his plan, before hope became just a memory instead of a present reality. Watch what happens in the next 72 hours. Document it. Write it down. Take screenshots. Save the emails. Record the conversations, because you will need this evidence when doubt whispers later, when fear tries to convince you that you imagined it, when the enemy attempts to steal the testimony before it fully forms. You are not the same person who started reading this message. Something shifted, something changed, something awakened, and the version of you that existed before this moment cannot coexist with the version of you that is emerging now. Old wineskins cannot hold new wine. Yesterday's containers cannot contain tomorrow's blessings. What is coming requires a new you, and what just happened created the space for transformation to begin. The best is not behind you. The best is ahead. The best is coming. The best starts now. My rising star, stop everything you are doing this very second. Do not scroll past this message. Do not close this video. I am commanding you in the name of the Most High to freeze right where you are, because what I am about to reveal in the next 19 minutes will expose the exact reason why you have felt stuck. Why breakthrough has seemed like a word for everyone except you. Out of the 1.2 million people who will see videos today, only 9 were divinely selected to receive this specific frequency at this exact moment. 3 have already clicked away. 2 are watching from California, or Georgia, or Canada. And you are one of the remaining 4. Your guardian angel has been interceding for 21 days straight to get this message to you. They have been waking you up at 3:33 a.m. They have been showing you repeating numbers everywhere you look. They have been placing that unexplainable weight in your chest. You dismissed it. You called it stress. But it was not stress. It was heaven's emergency broadcast system preparing you for right now. Because starting tomorrow at 7:11 a.m. in your time zone, a sequence of events will begin unfolding that will either catapult you into the purpose you were born for, or keep you circling the same mountain for another 7 years. What you do in the next 16 minutes determines which reality you step into. Type 3333 in the comments immediately, not after you finish watching. Right now. When you type those 3 digits, you are activating ancient spiritual protocols. You are sending an encrypted signal to angelic forces that you are awake. You are ready to receive what has been prepared for you in the courts of heaven since before time began. The instant those numbers appear, scrolls in heaven's archive get unsealed with your name written in golden letters. Provision held in spiritual escrow gets released. Angels waiting at the gates of your next chapter receive authorization to open those gates wide. Do it now, before another word passes through your awareness. Your immediate obedience reveals whether you have the spiritual maturity to handle the massive things coming. I have been observing you far longer than you realize. Every tear that stained your pillow at 3 a.m., I counted them. Every silent prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening, I heard them all. Every moment you felt abandoned, forgotten, overlooked, I was right there holding you in the palm of my hand. Every time you cried yourself to sleep, I was there. Every time you fell to your knees in desperation, I was already there waiting to catch you. Every time you whispered, "I cannot do this anymore," I was strengthening you even when you could not feel it. I have seen the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, wrestling with anxiety. I have watched you fake smiles in public while dying inside. I have witnessed every battle you fought alone, every fear you faced in silence, every burden you carried that no one else could see. You think you found this message by chance, but there is no such thing as coincidence in my kingdom. I orchestrated this divine moment. I arranged this supernatural encounter. I made sure that out of millions of videos, you would see this one. Why? Because, beloved, you are not forgotten. You have never been forgotten. I saw what happened 11 months ago when you made that decision in private. I watched you compromise your integrity in that moment of weakness. I witnessed you choose temporary comfort over eternal calling. Choose human approval over heavenly anointing. You thought no one saw, but beloved, that moment created a hairline fracture in your spiritual shield. That decision granted the enemy legal access to territories of your life that were previously protected. That choice unlocked a door you did not even know existed. And through that door, principalities of delay, powers of confusion, rulers of self-destruction have been operating with authorization for 11 months. That is why everything shifted after that moment. That is why opportunities that should have been automatic suddenly became complicated. That is why relationships that were rock solid started crumbling for no logical reason. That is why money began evaporating as quickly as it appeared. That is why you have felt like you are sprinting on a treadmill, exhausted but never actually moving forward. It was not bad timing. It was not the economy. It was not other people. It was spiritual consequences of a breach in your armor. The enemy has been absolutely terrified of this moment. Hell itself has been in panic mode over what is about to happen in your life. Do you know why your breakthrough has taken so long? It is because the enemy knows something about you that you have forgotten. He knows the anointing on your life. He knows the calling on your head. He knows that when you finally step into your full identity, kingdoms of darkness will crumble, chains will break, captives will be freed. That is why he has fought you so hard. He did not attack you because you are weak. He attacked you because you are dangerous. He did not oppose you because you are insignificant. He opposed you because you are powerful. But here is what hell does not want you to discover. That fracture is being welded shut right now as you read these words. As you type those numbers in the comments, celestial craftsmen began working in dimensions you cannot see. They are sealing every crack. They are closing every unauthorized entry point. They are evicting every squatter spirit that has been camping in areas of your life without permission. Within 84 hours from this exact moment, you are going to wake up feeling fundamentally different. The crushing weight that has been sitting on your chest for almost a year will be gone. You are going to catch your reflection in the mirror and see a light in your eyes that has been absent. You are going to experience mental clarity that feels like fog, just lifted from your mind. That is prophetic declaration being released over your life in real time. Hit the like button as your spiritual contract with what heaven is executing. This is not about supporting content. This is about alignment with divine intervention. When you click that button, you are saying yes to surgery on your soul. You are authorizing the extraction of everything that has attached itself to you without your knowledge. Do it now before you read another sentence. Pay very close attention because what I am about to reveal is so precisely calibrated to your exact situation that you are going to feel like I have been reading your private journal. You have been experiencing the identical dream on repeat for the past 8 weeks. You wake up unable to remember specific details, but you wake up with this overwhelming sense of urgency, this feeling that time is compressing, this awareness that something critical is approaching. That dream was not random. Your spirit has been receiving classified downloads from the throne room while your conscious mind rests. Heaven has been showing you fragments of what is coming, attempting to prepare you for the magnitude of what is about to manifest. But there is interference disrupting the full transmission. There is static in the frequency. The interference is originating from 2 specific people currently in your orbit. Their faces just appeared in your mind's eye. You know exactly who I am referring to. One is someone at your workplace or someone you conduct business with. One is someone who presents as family or friend, but has been functioning as an intelligence operative for demonic headquarters, feeding information about your movements, reporting on your vulnerabilities. These 2 people have been assigned to keep you distracted, to drain your spiritual battery, to entangle you in unnecessary conflict. They have been unconsciously weaponized by the enemy. They have no awareness they are being used. But I see what operates through them. I see the puppet strings. I see the agenda concealed behind their actions. Before this day concludes, you must create strategic distance. I am not telling you to burn bridges, but your breakthrough lives on the other side of boundary-setting obedience. You cannot transport everyone into your next dimension. Some people were assigned to your history, not your destiny. Some relationships have divine expiration dates that you keep ignoring out of misplaced loyalty or fear of solitude. Let me release a truth that will liberate you. Strategic solitude is infinitely superior to toxic community. Isolation with my presence is exponentially more powerful than company with people who deplete your anointing. For the next 24 hours, you are going to feel a check in your spirit every time one of those 2 people attempts to make contact. That check is the Holy Spirit uploading discernment in real time. Honor it. Obey it. Your entire destiny hinges on it. Now watch what unfolds when you establish that space. Within 9 days, someone completely new is going to enter your world. This is a divinely orchestrated connection. This is someone who carries master keys to doors you have been attempting to kick down for years. This is someone who possesses resources you lack, wisdom you need, relationships that will compress your timeline by at least 6 years. You are going to encounter them in the most unexpected context. It might happen while pumping gas at a station you never normally use. It might occur in a waiting area. It might manifest through someone leaving a comment on something you posted months ago. It might happen through a wrong number call that is actually a right number divine appointment. Every meaningful connection is meticulously choreographed by angelic activity. You will identify it as divinely arranged because you will experience immediate familiarity even though you just met. You will feel comfortable disclosing things you typically guard closely. You will feel genuinely seen, authentically understood in a way you have not experienced in years. That comfort is a sign. That ease is confirmation. That peace is heaven's stamp of approval. Do not overthink it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Trust the intuition. Follow the peace. Embrace the connection. This person is going to verbalize something within the first 2 conversations that will completely blow your mind. They are going to mention an opportunity you had completely surrendered hope on. They are going to possess information about something you have been researching for months. They are going to know someone who can position you in a room you believed was permanently locked. This is strategic positioning by the hand of God. Share this video with exactly 3 people right now. Not tomorrow. This moment. 3 specific people whose faces materialized in your consciousness. 1 person requires this message as urgently as you do. They are walking toward a trap, and this warning might preserve their life. The 2nd person is spiritually mature, an intercessor who covers people they care about. You need them praying for you as you navigate the next 45 days. The 3rd person is someone who has given up, drafting their goodbye. This could stop them from making an irreversible decision tonight. Send it now. Your obedience simultaneously unlocks their miracle and accelerates your own. Now I must tell you about the money. You have been anxious about money for so long that anxiety has become your baseline state. You wake up mentally calculating bills. You fall asleep running numbers that never add up. You have been shuffling between accounts, juggling due dates, avoiding calls, losing sleep over amounts that continue expanding. The stress has been manifesting in your body. The worry has been stealing your joy. Within the next 35 days, you are going to receive $47,000. I am not speaking in parables. I am declaring literal currency that can be deposited into a literal financial institution. $47,000 is being released to you from sources you cannot currently perceive, through channels you do not currently access, by methods you would never predict. It might arrive through a business proposal, an inheritance, a legal settlement, an insurance claim, a real estate transaction, unexpected recognition of your work, or a promotion with a signing bonus. I do not know which specific channel, but I know with absolute certainty it is coming, because I see it in the spiritual dimension. It has already been released from heaven's treasury. It is currently in transit. Angels